Hello, Elks, and happy birthday. Welcome to your December Earth astrology reading. I'm going to be starting by pulling an overall theme from the Clarifying Life Situations. And then I've actually have two of the 1909 tarot decks. So I'm going to be doing both the um, original spread and clarifying with the 1909 tarot. So let's see what is going on for the Elks for the month of December. Okay, wow. All right. So overall, first thing I want to say about this reading is it looks like it could be a pretty big month for the Elks. But let's start with the overall theme for the month. And here we have the Spirit Link card, which says stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. So yes, it's definitely alignment is definitely going to be important for the Elks. The other thing that I'm going to say right now, yeah, big changes I think coming in. So let's get started with your current general energy. And here we have the Hermit. So the Hermit kind of represents solitude going into, many people have heard the term going into hermit mode. I definitely feel like the Elks are probably kind of in a little bit of hermit mode right now. But the Hermit energy can also feel a little bit stuck at times. And so it's almost like, Spirit is calling you in this Hermit energy right now to unfreeze your feet from the mountain. But let's go to your crossing energy. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is why I was talking about getting those feet moving. So the Knight of Pentacles for me represents planting seeds, getting started with something. So the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that isn't moving. Right. So it really is a card of getting moving and planting seeds, getting started on something. And again, that hermit has the star there in his lantern. And it kind of talks about your inner light and shining your inner light. So I think these are some of the seeds, perhaps, that need to be planted at this time, Elks. But let's clarify the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles. So with that, oh, excuse me. With that, we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is something being dead, done, and over with. And but it's also a card of blessings in disguise. So perhaps something may have ended recently for the Elks, and perhaps this is kind of what drove them into hermit mode in the first place. But again, with this Ten of Swords, it's meant to be a card of blessings in disguise. So whatever this ending was for the Elks, there is a blessing in there for you. And you have to look for the blessing, I think, to break yourself out of this hermit mode and start planting your seeds. Next, we go to the area of your mind. And here we have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is a card of lying, cheating, and stealing, but it's also a card of tactics. So I feel like there is a way that perhaps a thinking pattern that you have been in recently, Elks. Like I said, probably related to whatever that ending was. But the way that you are thinking about this situation, it's almost like you are robbing yourself of some sort of joy or some sort of truth. But let's clarify that Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of balancing your resources. So I definitely think there's probably a need to balance the mind a little bit and balance your energy, Elks. And again, it's kind of what I'm getting is, like, whatever this ending was, it's kind of like you need to balance out the energy of it. It's like you need to accept that it has happened. Um, grieve, mourn, whatever, you need to do. Um, but at the same time, like I said, don't allow yourself to continue to sit in that energy. You got to allow the energy to flow. The Six of Pentacles is very much a give and take kind of energy. So it's like, I kind of feel like, especially mentally, the Elks may have a little bit of releasing that needs to happen. Next, we go to the area of your foundation. And here we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, this is a card that says, don't draw attention to your weaknesses. It's also a card that says maybe we might be feeling a little bit left out in the cold. And again, so far with the way the cards are running, it kind of makes sense that some of the elk may have this left out in the cold feeling. Again, with that Hermit, he is frozen on the top of the mountain. Um, but again, the Five of Pentacles says don't draw attention to your weaknesses, which says to focus on your strengths at this time, Elks. But let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands. Um, so the Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. Now you also have the Five of Wands in the area of your past. And actually, Elks, you do have a lot of fives in your reading all together. We had the Five of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands here. Actually, you have the Five of Wands twice. You have the Hierophant, which is also a five. Now, the Five of Wands can represent conflict and competition, but multiple fives in a reading can actually represent great change. So I really do feel like the Elks are going through some major changes right now, especially in their foundation. I think kind of perhaps their foundation has probably been a little bit rocked with whatever this ending was. But again, there are big changes coming in. Whew. All right. So now to the area of the past, which, like I said, was that Five of Wands again. So that conflict and competition. I feel like there has probably been a lot of conflict that has been going on. Now, this can be like conflict with other people, or perhaps even a conflict within yourself, with inside. Um, but I do feel like, yeah, there has been a lot of conflict and a lot of competition. Um, but I would say that this conflict is actually what is igniting and what is causing all of this change to occur. But let's clarify that Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands, we have the Fool. So the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. And again, I want to go back for a minute there to that Star Spirit Link card, which says, stay aligned with your highest dreams. And again, this could be what the conflict has been over, Elks, is you taking a leap of faith and you following your dreams. Even when people are calling you a fool for doing it. But again, like that Spirit Link said, if you are aligned with your highest dreams, you will be finding success. So I love it. All right, next we go to the area of the near future. And here we have the Hierophant. Like I said, another five, first of all, so big change. Now, the Hierophant can represent some sort of spiritual search. So I do feel that some of the Elks could be on a bit of a spiritual search at the moment. In the near future, some may be looking for some sort of spiritual teacher or mentor. And I actually, like I said, especially with that Spirit Link card as your overall theme for the month, I think this, looking for and finding the right teacher and the right mentor will be very important for the Elks. And again, he is also making a sign of blessings there. So, two cards at least of blessings coming in for the Elks. But let's clarify that Hierophant. So with the Hierophant, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is all about valuing feelings and emotions. And again, I think this is going to be part of that spiritual search. I think these two are very much connected, as they usually are. So I just feel like there is going to be a lot of changes in your spiritual and emotional world in the next little while. All right, now we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a card of, going on an adventure, following your passions. So I do feel, and again, probably related to that Hierophant and this spiritual search that the Elks are on at this time. And some may actually be taking physical adventures, physical trips to other places to find these teachers or mentors. But I really think over the next few months, this is when I think the Elks are really going to kind of hit their stride over the next few months. They're really going to be, like I said, following their passions and looking for new adventures. All right, clarifying that Page of Wands, we have the Two of Cups. So for some Elks, this could also be a love connection, could be the new adventure that is happening for them. So the Two of Cups is the best card in the deck for love. And again, I would say love is definitely an adventure. And this could be for some Elks, you could be starting a new adventure in love. For others as well, so right here above, this can represent your higher self. And again, we did have that Hierophant, that spiritual search. So first of all, back to that love thing for a second. The two, if it is a love connection over the next few months that happens, I would say it's probably um, a very spiritual connection as well. Okay. And those for others, though, this could be a connection, like you growing your connection the next couple months between you and your higher self, right? Really learning to love, the self that is here on Earth as well as your higher self. And then we go to the area of your closest relationships, and you couldn't have a better card here, Alex. The Ten of Cups, I like to call it sometimes my Disney card. Aside from the Sun, it is the best card in the deck. It is like happily ever after. It is love, it is family, it is joy, it is togetherness. And most importantly, it's about choosing happiness. So I think in the area of the closest relationships, again, for those who could be meeting somebody in the next few months, this could be leading to something, um, you know, really, really wonderful for you. But either way, even if it's not love for you, in your closest relationships, I just feel like there is going to be a lot of togetherness, a lot of hope, a lot of sharing. And again, we do have Yule coming up, so it's a great time to share, with each other and sit in the energy of gratitude for each other. But I mean, all in all, that Ten of Cups looks very great in your closest relationships, Elks. All right, but let's clarify that Ten of Cups. All right. With the Ten of Cups, we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is an awakening. So again, there could be an awakening within your closest relationship. So again, a lot of like some Elks could, like I said, be awakening to love, could be awakening to a new relationship. Or just new way of looking at your closest relationships, right? But again, the angel here is also meant to represent your higher self. So I really do feel like there is a connection, there is that alignment with your higher self this month. Next, we go to the area of your hopes and fears. And we have the Three of Cups. So I really love this here because the Three of Cups is a card of togetherness, a card of celebration, a card of abundance. So I'm really not feeling like, especially by the end of the month, for the Elks, there is no fear. There is only joy. There is only celebration. So I love that. Again, this is the area of your hopes and fears, and all you have is hope. So what a wonderful feeling, Elks. But let's clarify that Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, we have the Lovers. So, oh my goodness. I mean, Two of Cups, the Lovers, Ten of Cups. any elks out there who want love at this time, it's definitely there. So again, the lovers represent love in all forms. So like I said, there's no fear here. Just a lot of love and a lot of hope. So I really, really love this reading, this energy for you elks. Um, and as the outcome card, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is a very, first of all, it's a very solid energy, which is really great because, again, you had that Five of Pentacles in the area of your foundation. Um, but you end with this Emperor, which is a very solid energy. It is a number four, so it is a very foundational energy. But it's also a very courageous energy and a very like I feel like a lot of the Elks are going to be very happy within themselves, very certain of themselves at the end of this month, but not in an arrogant kind of way, but just in a very confident kind of way. And I also feel like there could be a lot of passion coming in at the end of the month. But let's clarify the Emperor energy. So with the Emperor, we have the Queen of Wands, and she is all about being bold, being assertive, going for what she wants. That sunflower is meant to represent her happiness. So she is always, the sunflower is always facing the sun, and so is she. So I really do feel like, not to mention that this is I mean, it's not quite divine counterparts, but it's very strong masculine energy, very strong feminine energy. So it's a really, really balanced energy. But both of these cards are meant to be cards of being bold, being assertive, and really going after what it is that you want. So, wow. Like I said, what a great reading. It kind of started off a little bit shaky there in the beginning, but it really came together. And again, there's a lot of hope and a lot of love in this reading, Elks. So, again, I hope you have a happy birthday. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful YouTube stuff. It really does help the channel, and I truly appreciate it as I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Bye for now.